Everyone tells you, be patient, but nobody tells you what patience really means. Because if patience simply meant waiting, then every person sitting at home would become successful. But they don't. Today, I will tell you the story of one man who almost wasted 10 years of his life because he misunderstood one word: patience. Imagine two farmers. One plants a seed, then goes home and waits. The other plants the same seed, waters it every morning, removes weeds, protects it from insects, and waits. Both are waiting, but only one is practicing patience. The other is simply doing nothing. Before this story begins, I want to ask you something. Have you ever prayed, worked hard, and still felt that nothing was changing? Write your country below and tell me, what dream are you still waiting for? Because today's story might change the way you think forever. In a small town, surrounded by dusty roads and old workshops, lived a man named Adam. He was 34 years old. Every morning, he woke up with hope. Every night, he went to sleep with disappointment. Adam wasn't lazy. He worked harder than almost everyone around him, sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 14, yet every year looked exactly like the last. Same rented room, same old motorcycle, same unpaid bills, same promises. Whenever Adam became frustrated, people gave him the same advice: have patience. Your time will come. Just wait. At first, those words gave him comfort. Later, they became a prison. Months became years. Years became almost 10. Nothing changed. Every birthday felt like another reminder that life was moving, but he wasn't. He began asking himself, is this what patience means? Just waiting while life passes by? His father noticed the sadness. One evening, while drinking tea, he quietly asked, "Son, tell me honestly, what are you waiting for?" Adam answered, "I'm waiting for Allah to open a door." His father looked into his eyes and remained silent. The next morning, Adam walked to work, thinking about that question. What exactly was he waiting for? Opportunity? Luck? A miracle? Or someone to save him? He had no answer. That evening, on his way home, rain started falling. Adam took shelter inside an old bookstore. He didn't know it yet, but that tiny decision was about to change his entire understanding of patience forever. Inside that bookstore, an old man would say one sentence that would destroy everything Adam believed about patience. And after hearing it, he would never live the same way again. Adam slowly walked inside the bookstore. The rain was heavy. The shop was silent. Old wooden shelves, dusty books, the smell of old paper. Behind the counter sat an old man. His white beard, his calm eyes, and a gentle smile made Adam feel strangely comfortable. The old man looked at Adam, then smiled. "You look tired." Adam laughed quietly. "I'm not tired. I'm just waiting." The old man closed his book. "Waiting for what?" Adam answered, "For my life to change." The old man smiled again. "But what are you doing while you wait?" Adam had no answer. The old man stood up. He picked up a small flower pot. Inside it was a tiny green plant. He placed it on the table. "Tell me, how many days do you think this plant has been growing?" Adam guessed. "Maybe 2 weeks." The old man shook his head. 6 months. Adam looked surprised. "It still looks so small." The old man nodded. "Exactly. For 6 months, you only see this." He pointed at the tiny leaves. "But what you don't see is the root. The root never stopped growing. Just because your eyes cannot see progress doesn't mean progress is not happening." Adam became silent. The old man leaned forward. "People think patience means doing nothing. No, patience means doing the right thing again and again and again, even when nothing changes. Especially when nothing changes." Adam frowned. "But I've been working for years." The old man smiled. I didn't ask if you were working. I asked if you were growing. Those are two different things. The words hit Adam like thunder. The old man picked up 2 glasses. One was empty. The other was filling, drop by drop. He asked, "Which glass fills faster?" Adam answered, "The one with more water." The old man shook his head. "No, they both fill, 1 drop at a time. The difference is one person quits before the glass is full." He reached for an old notebook. Every page had 1 small sentence. Read 1 page. Learn 1 skill. Save 10 coins. Walk 1 mile. Help 1 person. Pray with focus. Repeat tomorrow. Nothing looked extraordinary. Yet every page was filled, year after year. The old man looked directly at Adam. "My son, people celebrate the fruit. They never clap for the roots. They admire the building. They never respect the bricks. But every great life is built, 1 ordinary day at a time." Adam felt something change inside him. Before Adam left, the old man handed him a folded piece of paper. "Do not open it until tomorrow morning. Promise me one thing. For the next 90 days, don't wait to become successful. Become the kind of person success is looking for." Adam held the paper tightly. As he stepped out, the rain had stopped, but the storm inside his mind had just begun. The next morning, Adam opened the paper. There were only 7 words written on it. 7 simple words that forced him to completely rebuild his daily life. Those 7 words would eventually change everything. The next morning, before the sun had risen, Adam unfolded the small piece of paper. There were only 7 words. "Keep planting seeds. Stop counting the harvest." He read them once, then again, and again. For the first time, he understood why he had been unhappy. Every day, he checked for results, but he never checked whether he had planted anything. That single sentence changed everything. Adam stopped asking, "When will my life change?" Instead, he started asking, "What seed will I plant today?" 1 page, 1 skill, 1 phone call, 1 application, 1 new idea, 1 honest effort, small actions, every single day. His mornings became different. Before work, he spent 30 minutes reading. Then, he learned 1 new skill online. At lunch, he wrote down ideas. In the evening, he reviewed what he had learned. Nothing dramatic happened. No applause, no miracle, only quiet progress. After 1 month, his friends laughed. "You've been studying every day. Where is the money? Where is the promotion? If patience worked, you'd be rich by now." Adam smiled. A month earlier, those words would have broken him. Now, they became fuel. Because he finally understood, patience is not measured by results. It is measured by consistency. One evening, he walked past a construction site. Only the foundation was visible. Someone standing outside said, "They've been working here for weeks. Nothing has been built." The engineer smiled. "The most important part is underground." Adam stopped walking. Those words felt familiar, just like roots. Nobody celebrates what they cannot see. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. His notebook filled with ideas. His mind became sharper. His confidence grew quietly. People still saw the same Adam. But Adam knew he was no longer the same man. The biggest changes were invisible. Then life tested him. His company reduced staff. Many workers lost their jobs. Adam was one of them. His heart sank. For one moment, the old voice returned. "See? Nothing changed." He sat alone, holding the termination letter. That night, he almost gave up. He looked at the notebook. 90 pages. 90 days. What was the point? Then, the folded paper slipped from between the pages. He read the 7 words again. "Keep planting seeds. Stop counting the harvest." He closed his eyes and whispered, "I promised myself I wouldn't stop." The next morning, instead of sleeping, instead of complaining, instead of blaming fate, Adam woke up just like every other day. He studied, he exercised, he sent job applications, he improved his resume, he practiced interviews, he planted another seed, then another, then another. 2 weeks later, his phone rang. A company was looking for someone with exactly the skills he had been learning for the past 3 months. The interviewer asked, "How did you learn all this?" Adam smiled. "I learned it on the days when nothing seemed to happen." The interviewer remained silent. Then he said, "Come tomorrow. We'd like to meet you." Adam looked up at the sky. For the first time, he didn't thank life for changing. He thanked himself for refusing to stop. Adam thought the interview would be the reward. He was wrong. What happened inside that office would teach him the final lesson about patience. A lesson that most people never learn, even after a lifetime. The next morning, Adam arrived early. His shirt was simple. His shoes were old. But something had changed. Months ago, he walked into rooms looking for someone to believe in him. Today, he walked in, believing in himself. That confidence could not be bought. It had been built one ordinary day at a time. The interview lasted nearly an hour. The manager asked, "Tell me about your experience." Adam spoke honestly. Then came a question he wasn't expecting. "What have you done in the last 3 months that makes you different from everyone else?" Adam smiled. He didn't talk about luck. He didn't talk about talent. He opened his notebook. Every page held one day. Every day held one lesson. Every lesson held one improvement. The manager turned the pages slowly. 100 pages. No empty spaces. No excuses. Just daily effort. He looked at Adam and quietly said, "Most people show me certificates. You showed me discipline." A week later, Adam received the call. "You got the job." His salary was almost twice his old income. But something surprising happened. He didn't jump. He didn't scream. He simply smiled. Because deep inside, he already knew. The job wasn't the reward. The person he had become was. Months passed. Adam kept the same routine. Every day, he learned something new. Every week, he improved one skill. Every month, he looked back, not to admire success, but to measure growth. He no longer chased results. He chased progress. And results began chasing him. One evening, he returned to the old bookstore. The old man was still there, reading quietly. As if he had been waiting, Adam smiled. "It worked!" The old man closed his book. "No, you worked! There is a difference!" Adam laughed. For the first time, he truly understood. The old man picked up a single bamboo stick. "Do you know why bamboo is different?" Adam shook his head. "For years, nothing appears above the ground. People think nothing is happening. But underground, thousands of roots are growing stronger. And when the time comes, it rises faster than anyone imagined." He looked at Adam. Success is exactly like that. Then the old man said something Adam would never forget. Patience is not sitting still while waiting for life to become easy. Patience is taking one more step. When your feet hurt, it is reading one more page, applying for one more opportunity, learning one more lesson, trying one more time. Even when nobody notices. Years later, people called Adam an overnight success. They admired his house, his career, his confidence, his peaceful smile. Nobody asked about the mornings when he wanted to quit. Nobody saw the thousands of small choices that built the life they admired. People only celebrate the harvest. Very few respect the seasons of planting. My friend, our society has misunderstood one beautiful word. We tell people, have patience, and many hear, sit down, wait, do nothing. But real patience has never meant stopping. Real patience is waking up after another failure. Real patience is knocking on one more door. Real patience is learning when no one is watching. Real patience is praying and then working. It is trusting Allah while tying your camel. It is planting seeds even when the field looks empty. Because one day, the harvest will come, not because you waited, but because you never stopped planting. So let me ask you one question. What seed will you plant today? Even if nobody sees it grow, write your answer in the comments below. If this story changed the way you think about patience, share it with someone who feels like giving up. And remember, patience is not waiting for tomorrow. Patience is earning tomorrow, one small effort at a time. See you in the next story.